So the Indiana Fever have got their enforcer. They have got their enforcer for Caitlin Clark. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when it comes to Caitlin Clark and their enforcer, last year...
The pass to Boston. Clark in pain after she caught that fingertip in the eye.
If Caitlin Clark's haters thought they could keep pushing her around, they're in for a surprise. The Indiana Fever just made some big moves, and let's just say things are about to get a whole lot tougher for anyone thinking they can bully their way to stopping her. Last season, Clark wasn't just playing basketball. She was surviving it. Game after game, she faced cheap shots, rough fouls, and defenders who seemed more interested in knocking her down than guarding her. It wasn't just physical. It felt targeted. And Clark? She took it all without flinching. No retaliation, no drama, just laser focus and relentless determination. But the Indiana Fever knew they couldn't let that happen again. So they made a statement, a loud one. They brought in Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, and DeWanna Bonner, 3 enforcers who aren't here to play nice. These aren't just solid players, they're the type who make opponents think twice before trying anything dirty. Natasha Howard is a game changer. With 3 WNBA championships, a Defensive Player of the Year award, and a reputation for dominating on defense, she's exactly what the Fever needed. Howard's presence alone sends a clear message. If you go after Clark, you'll have to deal with her first. And she's not just about toughness, she's a scorer, too. Howard averaged 17.6 points per game last season, along with nearly 7 rebounds and 3 assists. She's the kind of player who controls both ends of the floor and isn't afraid to get physical when things get heated. Then there's Sophie Cunningham, fearless, fiery, and never one to back down. Known for her aggressive style, Cunningham isn't afraid to get in an opponent's face. She's taken hard hits before, laughed them off, and kept going. On top of that, she's a sharpshooter who knocked down nearly 38% of her threes last season. Her presence on the perimeter means defenses can't just collapse on Clark without paying the price. But here's where it gets interesting. Cunningham isn't just about skills. She's the kind of player who thrives when things get intense. If someone starts getting too physical with Clark, Cunningham will be right there, ready to make sure it doesn't happen again. She's built for those moments, and that's exactly what the Fever were missing last season. Someone who doesn't hesitate to stand up for teammates. And finally, there's DeWanna Bonner, a veteran with multiple WNBA titles and a reputation for being clutch when it counts. Bonner's leadership and experience are exactly what this young Fever team needed. More than just a star player, she's already working behind the scenes to study Clark's game and figure out how to elevate her even more. That's not just mentorship, that's investment. Bonner's ability to make the right plays under pressure and deliver in crucial moments is what separates her from most players. The Fever didn't just sign Bonner for her talent, they brought her in to show this team what winning basketball looks like. Her presence instantly changes the locker room dynamic. She knows how to push her teammates to be better, and with her guiding players like Clark and Aaliyah Boston, Indiana just added a layer of championship mentality that's been missing for years. Together, Howard, Cunningham, and Bonner don't just bring talent, they bring attitude. Indiana didn't just fill roster spots, they built a squad that's tough, experienced, and ready to make noise. They're done being pushed around. The message is clear. Clark isn't just protected this season. She's surrounded by players who can hit back. The Fever aren't just looking to compete anymore, they're looking to dominate. If Clark's haters thought they could keep roughing her up without consequences, they'd better think again. Indiana's roster is built tough now, and this time, they're ready to fight back.